Well, he certainly got all that he deserved.
Greetings, Kain.
You eluded the guards.
They were only human. Welcome to one of the glories of our fair city, the Smuggler's Den. As squalid as you found the slums, you will find this place even more offensive. Rogues and thieves rule the streets, and of course the Seraphan too have their own dealings here. You may expect small help from the inhabitants, and more trouble.
I do not require their hospitality. You spoke of a smuggler's tunnel I must find?
Yes, it is hidden somewhere in this district. I know not where. I have sent word to a member of the Cabal to help you. You will find him at the tavern, deep within this district.
How will I know this person?
He will know you. Find the tavern quickly. We will speak again later.
Okay, so this whole place is above water, so I should be careful not to fall in. Also, I'm out of weapons. Well, also, I should probably stroll first without alerting everybody, because you can get some dialogue from the NPCs before you start attacking. Once you start attacking, they're all scared of you, and they run, and they don't talk. Almost up to the next level. I want your weapon. Level up. Where did that little civilian go? There he did. Come here. Don't run. Don't run. Yeah, kick your ally. Kick her, yeah. That's what you want to do. Ah. Oh. Short sword is preferable because it's faster attacking. The bridge. No dialogue? Okay.
Stay back!
Okay, let me see if there's nothing here. There's nothing here. We go chasing this guy.
Please, don't hurt me.
So many civilians to kill. Don't run. A little bit of a frame drop. Okay. There's two guys there. It's one. You can see that there's more blood that you get from actual enemies, so it shows both the amount and the value you get from actual combatants as opposed to the civilians. You could consider using the civilians as backup food if you get hurt, which isn't a bad idea, but it's unnecessary just because of how the game flows. Also, you never go back through areas that you've already explored, nor anything like that, so there's little point really. I really like the design of levels for this game. I mean, they are really gloomy and gray, but they fit the narrative of the game and the environment, and they are well outlined. They make sense. They're well put together. I like them. Nothing is really copied or pasted, so you don't get lost. Okay. You will pay for that. Sneaky surprise attack. Okay. Where did those two escaped? Ah. Hello! This does remind me of Blood Omen 1 and all of those instances of going house to house and just killing civilians. Okay, I think this one I actually have to catch. Some of these are timed. So sometimes you don't always have a luxury of keeping it active all the time. This one isn't one of them though. I was mistaken. Side. Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, he'll never know.
He has a way of knowing. He can smell it if he's not getting his proper share.
I did the same yesterday.
Don't tell him you know me then.
30% for a bed for the night. It's robbery, that's what it is.
A safe bed where the Sarafan don't look for us.
It isn't fair, I tell you. I took all the risk to steal the stuff in the first place.
Just don't come bawling to me when he makes a crippled beggar of you, that's all I ask.
Oh, it's going well, Vic, thank you. We had a nice little comfy New Year's, and now it's all back to regular life. Not that it really mattered anyway. It's all good on this side. How about you? How was your New Year's and everything? Okay. There's less to talk about in this particular game. It's very straightforward. But it is very, very enjoyable. A proper little hack and slash. Oh, lucky you. I don't get any off. I'm working tomorrow. I had this weekend off, and that's pretty much it. Everybody. Not that I needed to get everybody, but I did get everybody. Nice. I will try to catch it then tomorrow. In here, I don't think there's anything in this little alley at all to consider. like the frame drops, but it's not that bad. Okay, another rogue down. You can already tell that the different strengths of enemies have a slightly different texture, but they are color coded essentially.
Call the guards!
Check what's down here. Nothing. It's not even down here, it's just a little step.
Sir, a moment of your time.
You know me?
I was instructed to look for you, yes, sir. I am a friend of the Cabal, sir. One of many in the city. I am here to assist you.
Then do so by all means.
The smuggler's tunnel you seek is hidden in a cavern underground. The thieves enter by way of the church outside, but there is no entrance there for any but themselves. You, sir, must go beyond the church and find a lift. This will take you underground.
Where precisely is this lift?
In a collapsed section of the district beyond the church. The church, remember, sir, is forbidden to all but the thieves. The guards there will attack you should they but lay eyes on you.
I will be most careful.
Help! Somebody help me, please! Guards! Call the Seraphim!
Yeah, so you didn't see the intro cutscene. So this game is set in a timeline. Well, it is immediately after Blood Omen 1, but the differences are that in this, oh, I'm not getting the blood that glitched out. In this timeline, the Hilden have started actually going through because of what happened at the end of Defiance, with Janos being alive and possessed by the by one of the Hilden. He is the main antagonist of this game, not Janos himself, but that Hilden is the main antagonist. He's the Seraphim Lord. So this game happens in that alternate. Oh, I can't open it. This is happening in that alternate timeline, which, thank you for the information, I'll die. This is happening in the timeline which was a result of what was happening at the end of Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance. So the two events that are crucial to it is Kain has refused to kill Raziel with the Reaver, and Janos was resurrected. Those are the two events that have made this timeline possible. So originally, Kain didn't have much opposition to conquer all of Nosgoth, and he essentially did that in a record time. In this timeline, he did run into opposition from the Hilden. Although he doesn't know that it's the Hilden, so he doesn't know who they are. He essentially got annihilated by the Seraphim Lord, and he fixated on him to kill him for that, so that he can continue his conquest. That's the entire premise of this particular game. And that's why I wanted to play this one last, because even though it was released before Defiance and just after Soul Reaver 2, it doesn't actually connect to the events after.
Don't belong around here.
Yeah, a little bit of frame drop again. Yeah, Defiance is still the official ending. If you look at it, Defiance is what happens at the end of the entire string of events. So Defiance would be happening after this game. It would be just in a new timeline, but it would still be there. So Defiance is the canonical end to the Legacy of Kain franchise as it stands now. It's not lore-wise, it isn't finished because the whole fate of the Hilden, the war between the vampires and the Hilden, isn't resolved. And there is also the fate of Janos and the other vampires and so on. So it's not properly resolved, but nobody's gonna be making another game as far as we know. So yeah, I can understand that the lore of this game is incredibly complex. Not Dark Souls complex, but complex.
Where did he go?
Okay, frame rate recover, please. Not sure what's killing the frame rate here. Probably my old desk, to be honest. Okay, now I have a long sword. Came from. I need to get up on the church. Remember where the path to that is. Ah, there it is. Ah! That's true, that's what makes Dark Souls, but even if you compile all of the Dark Souls lore together, you still have a bunch of unanswered questions because it's so conceptual in nature and philosophical. For example, the concept of fire in Dark Souls, you know, you could ask what it is actually, because obviously it's not just regular fire, there's something more to it. The concept of Estus, even the concept of the High Lords. Are they gods? Are they human? And the whole area, if you look at the locations in Dark Souls 1 geographically, Anor Londo rests on top of the Ashen Trees. So what are the Ashen Trees supposed to be then? It's a very interesting and complex, but you know, it leaves more questions than it gives you answers.
What have you done? This air down here is terrible. I'm playing games, you're scaring me. Ah!
Where did the other guy go? Where did you escape? Don't run from me. Dark Souls is unfortunately one of those games that I really like, but I can't really get into properly. I just suck at it. And getting better at it would require me to practice it, and that goes kind of against the way that I play games. When I start to continuously losing at the game, I just go play something else because I get frustrated a lot. I don't mind the game being difficult, but just running the same thing over and over again, and I don't like the grind. It's one of the main reasons why I didn't like World of Warcraft. The grind has to feel fulfilling for me to do the grind. There's very few games in which I've actually did the grind properly. In most cases I don't do it. Hello, you. That's one way to look at it, and I don't think it's wrong per se, but at the same time it is so complex that I'm having difficulty thinking that it was just made as a way to convey something, because if you look at it, Dark Souls 1 story and Dark Souls 2 story are, well, they're independent, but Dark Souls 2 wasn't received as well as Dark Souls 1. Ah, I have to kill those guys first. Okay. I do agree that they did want to keep parts of the lore like a secret and mystery, that they didn't really care of making anything definitive. Like, it's open to interpretation. And I don't have anything against that, but I don't like when there are questions left unanswered. When there are... I don't like that in movies or books either, when there are too many questions left unanswered. I know... You know, oh, we wanted to leave it to the interpretation of the viewer. Fine, but I still want to know, and you didn't give me an answer, so... I really like the design of levels in this game. Really cool. I like steampunk factories and stuff. Oh, we're approaching the first boss, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I can see that. Forgetting that you can't really. I think we're gonna be seeing my first death. Or not. Switched over to Fury. Okay, time to meet the first boss. Or not. It is.
Lord was correct. You are alive. Do you remember me, Kain, who served you so well?
It was Faustus, one of the legionnaires of my army of vampires. An indifferent soldier, but now a traitor to our race.
Faustus, it's true then. I hardly believed it. Vampires have turned against their own kind.
What is our kind? In serving the Seraphim, I have protection, I have power. And who better to hunt down a vampire than a more powerful vampire? History is written by the winners, Kain. That is my kind.
How many of us have been destroyed by the Seraphim? How many have been brought to their deaths by you?
I care not for those destined to die. I don't weep for them, and I won't weep for you.
Look around you, Faustus. Does your victory seem so assured now?
A fleeting setback. Our Lord knows of your presence. He beat you before, and he will bury you now.
But you will never know how it ends, Faustus. For I will bury you first of all.
Hello, Siddharka. So this is this is a PS2 version of the game running on an emulator. I myself also didn't. Well, I can get it to run, but it runs very choppy. So the problem with running this game right now on Windows 10 is that this game does not work for multi-core processors. So you have to set the affinity of the processor to 1.
I have a surprise for you, Kain.
So you have to. The reason why I'm not playing it on PC right now is because of that little problem. You have to set the affinity to 1. You should also get one DLL file. Oh. I let him take too much of my health. I think he'll run away. He did. I have to sneak up on him. There is also, Sadirka, there is also a file you can download. There is a, it's called Blood Omen Win 10 Fix, but that works only for GOG version. A DLL file you can get to that will also run the game without any problems. I don't know if that works for the Steam version though. It works for the GOG version. For my purposes, I decided to play the PlayStation 2 version because it's the least amount of faff to get it to run. Essentially, I just run it through an emulator. Okay. The last stage of the game. He's gonna be running up there. Just have to be careful where he is and then dodge his little kick. There should be music here, but I think the music is kind of broken. Come on, jump down, little boy. Where did he fly into? Oh. One more and he's gonna die. Yeah, so this game is available for PC on both on Steam and GOG. And both versions have the same problem. They don't run on multi-core processors. now I have his Dark Gift. PC version would be preferable because PC version doesn't have frame drops, but I really don't feel like having to Alt-Tab to set the affinity to 1, and then it doesn't always take it from the first try and you have to take multiple attempts, and just annoying. So I just prefer running the PlayStation 2 version because graphics wise it's exactly the same. The fidelity might be slightly higher because of anti-aliasing and those things on available on the PC, but it's really not important. The differences are minor. Here.